Hello, and welcome to High Noon. We're here live at the Horseshoe Casino, bringing you the latest, most up-to-date updates from the World Series of Poker. We've got a 3K no-limit event down to 2 tables. Ryan's fellow ACR Team Pro, Ape Style, still in the mix. Legend of the game, Alabama native Shannon Shore, still in the mix. We've got the 50K Poker Players Championship. Unfortunately, Phil Ivey is no longer a part of it. Disastrous news for poker fans all around the world, but I just want to take a second to celebrate this beautiful country of America that we live in, the land of freedom, the land of independence. You can do a podcast like this. You can get rich selling SPACs that lose 90% of their value to the general public. You can really do whatever you want here, and that's the beauty of it. Come down to the Horseshoe, play a tournament. I played the $10,000 PLO event last night, busted, unfortunately. Pretty standard hand against a whale from Cherokee, but Ryan's in here. We've got the tag team event going on, a ton of stuff happening, a ton of news. We're going to fill you guys in with the latest up-to-date stuff from the floor, everything that's going on. What's going on, Ryan?
Nothing, man. I want to ask you about your PLO experience. Maybe we'll go into that later. I don't know. I'm hyped to be here. Yeah, ACR Team Pros right here in the final 12 of the 3K. We have the tag team today, a fun event. We have the FT of the PPC with no Ivy. We all the things you just said. I really have nothing really to contribute yet, and we only have an hour left, so hopefully eventually I do.
Yeah, we're going to find a way to fill this space. I promise you guys. We do have some stuff going on here. I would like to ask security if security could come over here and get these guys out
please.
of here. Yeah, security, please.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Thank you, security, for handling that. Wasn't really sure what was going on there. I think a couple of DePaulo's old buddies got in, a couple of Jersey guys. Appreciate that security. Top-notch security.
Thank you very much.
At the Horseshoe here, keeping us nice and safe. But yeah, we've got a really big show, jam-packed for you guys today. We've got Mintzy back from the College World Series in Omaha or wherever that was. Yeah.
Wherever the hell they play the College World Series.
We've got Jose Collado in chat flying in tomorrow, whatever that means. We've got a legend, T-Benz, out here now in Vegas giving away main event seats.
Dropping dollars left and right. He's putting me in the 2200 mystery bounty later, 50%. He's taking you Ferrari racing later.
Yeah, I'm going to go race Ferraris for a main event seat later.
Yo, shout out to the Benz.
This guy is the best. I was supposed to do a giveaway. I'm just going to race for the seat myself.
How do you not crash? I don't understand how Ferrari racing, what Ferrari racing.
I'm not sure if we have to sign a death waiver or what, but it should be pretty interesting. But we're going to get Mintzy out in the field with these characters that we just had security boot. Let's see what's going on with these fellas. Mintzy, if you could get to the bottom of this for us. I think Alan Kessler might somehow be involved.
They got kicked out by security. Yeah, just got kicked out.
Are lobs on?
We grabbed them on their way out.
Lobs are on?
Go, live.
All right, we're back out in the wild here, high noon, taking the World Series of Poker to the people. And speaking of the people, I think I've run into some characters. You never know who the hell you're going to find here at the World Series of Poker. I'm joined by Louie and Pizza. Did I get that right? What's up, Louie?
They call me Smooth Lou.
Smooth Lou. Well, we had to catch them because they just got tossed by security, but we wanted to catch them on their way out. I don't know what the hell's going on here, so I need to know a lot more. I have a lot of questions. First of all, that's a hell of an outfit you got today.
Yeah, thanks, man.
So, y'all, the word I heard on the street is y'all bought a car, or didn't buy a car. The most generous man in poker, Alan Chainsaw Kessler, gave y'all a car, and you've got it cross country, and now you're here at the World Series of Poker. Did I get this right?
That's almost right. Ask him about it. He'll tell you.
Tell us about it, Pizza. What's going on with Chainsaw? Is he generous, or this must have been a real piece of work car? I've got a feeling.
Well, you see, Lewis and I are the most prolific players of Badoogie in all of this godforsaken desert.
Okay, we've run into world-class Badoogie players. I want to know more about this car situation with Kessler. So y'all buy slices of pizza for him and he gives you a car?
Yeah. We ran into him enough times and bought him slices of pizza that when he gave away a 95 Mazda on Twitter, somehow I was the one that got it. But it was 15 hours away, and the car's probably worth $300, and we paid about $1,800 to tow it to Illinois. We're going to revamp it, turn it into the chainsaw mobile.
The chainsaw mobile. So tell me more about this 95 Mazda. I mean, how many miles does it have on it? What kind of conditions?
It doesn't run, man. I don't know. He hasn't seen it in 18 years, so it's kind of a touchy subject to even post it because I don't want people to judge him for it because he hadn't seen it in so long. But it's had the windows down for a good 3 years outside, and he kept calling me like it's a beautiful car. And you know what? It probably was back in '98 when he was, kissing his first girl at Chumbawamba concerts. And, but now I don't know. It's nice. It's nice. We're gonna turn it into something real nice.
Say what you will about Alan Kessler. He gets knocked down, but he gets up again. So you tow. So you get to buy a $200 or $300 car. You tow it. You spend what $1,500 towing it across the country, and now what the hell's going on with it? Well, I can't even follow this.
Well, the car we will turn into the chainsaw mobile. We all know Alan Kessler's the chainsaw, and I think we're gonna wrap it or maybe get like a airbrush chainsaw on the hood of the car. And that was supposed to be our poker vehicle to travel the country and document his life as a new professional pro. But that car is broken. So since then, he bought a limo and we drove it all the way from Illinois through the Rockies, through the desert to be here to dress like this.
Well, it sounds like the limo might be a little upgrade on the 95 Mazda.
It's about the same. It's a '98. It's a '98 Lincoln Super Stretch. It's 33 feet long. It broke down in the middle of Utah, but we're just here to film our YouTube show in it. And so it's broke down at our house in Summerlin right now, and it's our daily driver. It's all we got. So we're actually out here at the World Series, day 22. Budget's getting thin. The limos broke down, and all there is to do is go down and take down the tag team.
Damn right. I love that attitude. So y'all are firing the tag team today?
Yeah, and I got my butler with me, which I feel like it's an advantage. Maybe it's not maybe fair for everybody else because he helps me keep my vitamin C levels like very, very solid throughout the game, whereas other people's blood sugars will spike and go down, up and down. And for me, it's just anytime we need it.
Look, teamwork. Hey, it's tag team. Teamwork makes the dream work. I hadn't really, I've heard a lot of strategy in poker, but I didn't know that people were focused on vitamin C levels. I mean, usually you can get a lot of that in the sunshine in the desert, right?
That's vitamin D.
Oh.
Which
Clearly I'm deficient.
we get a lot of that too. But, it's something about vitamin C. It's like a nice grape makes my mental clarity increase a bit.
Okay, so vitamin C is going to be the secret to y'all's tag team run to the championship. So you said y'all have got a comedy thing going. Can you tell us about what y'all are doing?
Yeah, well, he's a character anyways, and I'm his best friend, chauffeur, butler, and I go everywhere with him anyways. So now we're just going to document it with a little spice.
I wish you would chauffeur around Kessler. I think that's what the people really want. We need if Kessler was getting chauffeured around in the 95 Mazda chainsaw mobile, I think the people would be entertained.
Yeah, the show is it's a new show about I got sponsored to play, and they wanted us to not just do poker analytics and show strategies and GTO. We're not here to teach you anything about poker. We just document the weird life behind the scenes and the strange culture of poker that I think is underrepresented in media.
Right. Well, so far you're off to a hell of a start. Back to Will and Ryan here for High Nine.
All right, shout out to Poker with Pizza.
Thanks, guys.
Nice to meet you.
Good to see Carrie. I saw them wheeling in an old man outfit. I just
short,
saw
man.
guys struggling to get a wheelchair, old guy up steps, and went to help, and then saw a microphone and realized it was Clear Wig. They were doing a bit. So shout outs to all the bits.
Shout out to whatever just happened. We are going to show you guys some poker. I do want to show you a pretty tragic hand. Phil Ivey had a bunch of chips in the 50K. He's out now. Pretty disastrous result for poker fans.
Wait, we can't continue to get paid if we don't acknowledge at least a $20 super chat. Fuck Phil Ivey. Big Dick 696985. You may know us online. Rob Kuhn sent $20. Okay? All right? I know the show title is with Dankness, but I got to exert some fucking will here. Shout out to Ben's Ben. Shout outs to Bad Spaces. Shout outs to This Hangover. And shout out to college baseball. Again, $20, I'll say anything you send. Sorry, enough. Whoever this, enough with this Ivy.
While we're doing it, I did want to shout out Timo Siliano in chat, who says I can smell the backwoods through the screen. That's a very accurate comment. We are going to go show you guys this Phil Ivey clip. Thank you, Rob Kuhn. Won a $25,000 in slot last night. Was kind enough to give us 0.1% of that. So let's go.
Sorry, I did that so aggressive.
Yeah, that was really aggro. Let's go into this Ivy bust out clip, producer
You might
John.
just say those two magical words.
Wow, all in. I was going to say he might just fold this hand because Small pair is tricky to play. He takes the more aggressive approach, moving all in here, while Talal Shakurchi
Ace-Jack suited and the big stack.
might just be too much hand here for Talal Shakurchi to
1.5.
fold.
Cool. Call.
There's the call from
Call.
Talal Shakurchi.
Assuming no one else picks up anything, we have a classic flip on our hands.
Phil Ivey is going to be all in, no matter what happens here with Matthew Ashton. Ashton does fold. Phil Ivey's pocket threes are on their backs. He's up against Talal Shakurchi's ace-jack of clubs. Here we go. Is Ivey going to double up, or are we going to move on to day 5 with Ivey eliminated in 6th place?
Can we slip an extra 3 in this deck before we run it out?
We know everyone's rooting for Ivey. I mean, come on. All right, let's see the flop. Can Ivey's threes hold? Ace, 6, 5. Talal Shakurchi takes the lead here. His ace-jack vaulting to the lead. Top pair. He also has the backdoor club draw. 7 of clubs on the turn. That takes away. Well, it takes away a 3, but it adds the 4s.
It adds the 4s.
4 outs here for Ivey going to the river.
4 diamonds.
6 of clubs is not going to do it. Phil Ivey,
Yeah.
the 10-time gold bracelet winner, has been eliminated here in 6th place from the $50,000 Poker Players Championship.
You see Phil Ivey, unfortunately, losing, goes out shy of his 11th bracelet. Fortunately for us, we've got Talal Shakurchi, so just a slight drop down in star power there. But we do have Brian Rast also, Matthew Ashton at this final table. But we're going to show you guys some footage from the 3K that's going on right now next door. Couple down to 2 tables. We've got the Alabama legend Shannon Shore in action with the Oakland A's hat, repping baseball, I guess.
Yeah, repping baseball, repping what will be the Las Vegas A's or Alabama. You know, Shannon Shore's in there at one table. John Van Fleet, fellow ACR Team Pro Ape Styles at the other table. They're playing for $1 million, like 700,000, I think.
7,000 up top.
7,000 up top at least.
7,000 up top in this $3,000 buy-in
The
tournament
rakes
with
are
1,700.
increasing. There's a
Rake
dealer
has gotten
shortage.
too high. Thank you guys for joining us. I want to remind you to do the most difficult thing you've done in your entire life and just gently tap that like button. If you could also hit subscribe, if you could share this, if you could ring the bell, if you could send your grandma a telegram or email and see if she'll want to watch this. We've got some exciting stuff for everyone. We may have some more seniors coverage for you guys. I know a lot of people enjoyed that yesterday, getting out in the field, really showing you guys what's going on. It's not just about the 50Ks, the 100Ks, the 250Ks, the 790Ks. It's also about the dusty 1K events, the $300 events that DePaulo makes his bread and butter in. There you see Ape Styles, the man himself. Let's get a close-up of that beast, just an absolute gorilla in the wild.
Yeah, what a fitting nickname. Unlike we met yesterday, Cocksucker Mizikowski doesn't look like his nickname. We now see Ape Styles, who really does look like an ape with some style. There is $717,000 up top, 12 players left. Yeah,
shout out to Rob Kuhn in chat, who said he smashed the like button with his face. Probably the most exercise he's gotten in weeks, but good job, Rob, and hope you're having a good time out there. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Congratulations on your big slot win last night. Looks like we have a Euro taking down the pot from Ape Styles. But yeah, we're going to give you guys a lot of coverage from the floor here. We got another pack scheduled. The World Series is really heating up. DePaulo's going to be in the tag team later, I believe, with who?
Gizmo the Goat sent $20. I just want to keep getting money. This is like spinning plates.
Do we have to announce every super chat?
If they're over 20, we'll do over $25. We'll announce from now on. I'm sorry, it's fucking up the show. You're right. I'm playing the tag team event with Bet on Drew Gonzalez. Right? He's a fellow ACR Team Pro. This is for the Triton package. It's very important. But then Ben's, as many of you may know, as I said earlier from Twitter, he's putting me in the Mystery Bounty 2200. So Drew's going to have to take the wheel for the day. I hear you may be playing with somebody, one of our very own, potentially.
Potentially, Natalie and I are going to play in the tag team. I'm going to have to check with our producers, going to have to check with the people upstairs. I am going later to the Ferrari track with Ben's to watch 10 people race and hopefully not die.
To watch? You're not racing?
No, I'm not going to race.
What?
I can't drive a Ferrari. I can barely drive. I have a Subaru, so
Wait, you're really not going to race? You're just going to go hang out?
I'll see what happens. If he wants me in the car, look, Benz calls the shots. He's the guy with the money.
It's crazy. They're literally going to Vegas Speedway to race Ferraris. I don't understand how this is like not.
Yeah, so
a
just to
thing
give
that
you
ends in
guys a little
devastation.
context, this Benz guy last night did a giveaway where he had people go to different casinos, and the person that got him 10 different chips from casinos won a main event seat.
Yeah, the first person to come back with 10 different $1 chips.
Here, producer John, show this tweet. This is what's going to happen today. 10 people from around the USA, this beautiful country of ours, we're going to race in the desert. A Ferrari, fastest time gets a main event seat. I mean, we're giving these things away like hotcakes, like Twinkies right now.
Oh, it must be you go on the track with nobody else there, so you're not. It's not like bumper cars. I actually, was invited maybe too, but I had to pass because I gotta do punter's badge because I'm loyal to ACR. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, DePaulo had a chance to win a seat in the main event, but he's got to film punter's pad, even though he's drawing dead in all of the Triton competitions.
Not today. Me and Drew are gonna win. The tag team is a very fun event. None of the Jaffe family wanted you.
No, Jared Jaffe showered me. Jonathan Jaffe doesn't even know me. So what happens if you and Drew win the tag team event? Do you each get split the points for the Triton competition?
No, it would come down to whoever has more cashes, and I think I'm up a little bit because he just min-cashed the mystery bounty so far, which was less than because only half of your buy-in went to that, and I would be in the lead.
Cutting edge scenes from the rail here. You see the stairs over flooded. There are a lot of people in here right now.
Seniors are known to be very, very early, and I don't know what time they start. I assume it's not for another couple of hours, but this is day 2, I believe, of the seniors event.
Yeah, and we've got our very own show favorite, Skullman, the man who is apparently teaching DePaulo how to play deeper stack poker. Shockingly, is chip leader of the seniors event, in a great position to take it down.
I don't think it's shocking at all. We announced on this very show he knows all stack depths and he's well studied at the game. I don't know why you'd be so rude.
Well, I do have word. I think the 50K PPC Poker Players Championship is starting at 5 p.m. today. Will be streamed. Brian Rast headlining that final table. Former winner Matthew Ashton, superstar hedge fund manager Talal Shakurkshi, one of the good guys, one of the good hedge fund managers out there.
Wait, Matthew Ashton won it before?
Yeah, he won it before. He looked like an absolute, like creature of the jungle, I believe.
Wait. Was it him? Somebody broke in deuce to 7 single no limit. They had button open and he had a pat 10 in the small blind. Didn't 3-bet. He just flats and then breaks his fucking 10. It was the worst play I've ever seen. I don't understand if it was him or who did this play yesterday. I tweeted about it. Got like one response from Ryan Lang that maybe the graphic was wrong. I don't understand. This is. Maybe he doesn't know that game. Maybe I don't know that game. I mean, that's probably much more likely.
Yeah, I think you just don't know what you're talking about in general. But
well, yo, you want to hear?
As a general rule of thumb, I think we can safely assume if there's something that's ambiguous, that's usually going to be the case of it. But,
speaking of Phil Ivey and the tag team, real quick, I just want to say that Ebony Kenny, when we thought that we may have to recruit our own tag team partners for the challenge and that we'd get points for it, she was joking about messaging Phil Ivey asking him if he'd play, and then we were like, yo, he would never talk to you again if you really asked him that. And then she was like, all right, what I'm going to do is ask him, jokingly say, look what I almost asked you. She did send that, and you know what his response is? What's that? What's the tag team?
Phil Ivey does not know what the tag team
That's
event
the most
is.
Phil Ivey response.
Yeah. But we've got Mintzy out in the wild. Let's see what he's got for us. Producer John, you can cut out to him now.
All right, we're live out in the wild here. World Series of Poker Seniors event's going on, and I can't help but notice this lovely couple rocking jerseys. We got the No Limit Texas Hold'em jerseys with bullets on the back. We're joined by Lamar and Tracy, one of the true power couples of poker. How are y'all doing today?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, well, where are y'all from?
Idaho Falls, Idaho.
Idaho Falls, Idaho, coming down here. Well, so how's it going so far?
Not for me so good. I've had 2 bad beats, but chipping a chair is all you need.
Well, Lamar, how are you doing today?
You're called it. It's pretty wild. I'm the same thing. I'm down. It's been pretty crazy. 4 hands is all card dead, but you know what? Come back after the break, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, I like that attitude. Well, so where did y'all get? I can't help but notice y'all's jerseys. Where did y'all get this merch?
We bought these probably
Back 13, 14 years
ago.
We wore them every year.
And we always start matchy-matchy the first day.
Hey, they still fit too. Y'all must be doing pretty good. So these jerseys. So are these y'all's good luck jerseys?
Yes.
Okay, well, hopefully that luck will turn on after this break in the seniors event. Are y'all out? How long are y'all out here for?
It's for 10 days.
Yep, going to play in the super seniors too.
I'm not old enough, so.
No, I mean, I'm surprised they let you in. You sure they probably triple check your ID before they let you in the
I have
seniors?
a fake one. I have a fake one.
Oh, watch out. Security, be on the lookout for Tracy. She's trying. I know people have been trying to fake to get in the seniors event, but she doesn't look a day older than 29.
I'm surprised they gave her driver's license back after the other night.
What happened the other night?
Nothing. I just always tease her about it.
Okay. Well, yeah, Lamar was messing around saying he stayed with her when she got out of prison earlier, so who knows? Joking, of course. Well, good luck to y'all in the seniors event, and thank y'all for joining us here on PokerGo. Back to Will and Ryan in the booth.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mintzy, with
guys.
the Idaho
That was great.
Falls, Idaho people.
Yeah, cutting edge stuff from the seniors event. I do want to show you what happened in the 1500 monster stack. Massive field. Joe Cata was at the final table. Took a pretty gross one. In my opinion, the best no-limit open field player in World Series of Poker history, Joe Cata. Show him this hand, John, that Joe had to play. This is how a guy busts from a tournament.
And this one could get called. Ace-jack on the button.
All of it.
As active as Cata has been, Dunaway may have to put his foot down here. There it is.
Does make the call. Here we go.
It's behind.
Ace king versus ace jack.
We need a jack.
Cata has ace king. He has ace jack.
Let's go. We need a jack bad. If it's some bitch gets some
Joe's
chips,
rail
I'm
pretty
really
fired
gonna
up.
fight.
Dunaway a bit
We gotta
dejected.
fight anyway.
He has the ace jack. Cata has the ace king.
King flop.
64 million in this pot. Cata wins this. He's at more than 30 bigs. He moves into third in chips. He doesn't win
Hundreds
this,
of
he's
thousands of dollars on the line for this hand alone.
Little jackpot.
Queen 9-7, two
No,
clubs.
straight. No, we don't cheer for that.
Backdoor
We got
straight
clubs
draw
covered.
is available for
We got
Dunaway.
clubs
Like
covered.
Cata said, does have the ace of
You're
clubs.
gonna
Clubs,
find
nothing
out
to worry
anyway.
about.
Keep it exciting.
For now, Dunaway looks for a jack. It's the six of clubs on the turn.
All right, 3 outs. Yeah.
Dunaway will need a jack on the river to eliminate Joe Cata. River card is the jack!
GG, bro.
Oh, my
Just
God.
the brutal. I mean, this is how good Joe Cata is. Makes the final table 10,000 players or so in the 1500 monster. Joe is in the final 7. Takes a brutal beat to the eventual champion. Could have easily been Joe Cata winning the bracelet, winning $1 million. Jack on the river. Mr. Dunaway from Texas takes it down. Had to get very lucky to do so, but just incredible run from Joe Cata. Let's show you a couple more hands from the event that Mr. Dunaway had to win. The Texas native takes it down over $1 million in a $1,500 buy-in. Stuff of dreams, stuff DePaulo and I will never even kind of get close to in our lifetime.
We'll be close.
DePaulo has gotten close. I probably won't be getting close after my experience last night. But let's see this hand from Dunaway.
Sevens for Rockowitz. Check, check. Four on the turn. Delivers the open-ender to Dunaway and a gutter to Rockowitz to accompany his pair. The check jam with the open-ender. Makes the call. And here we go. Rockowitz all in and at risk and ahead.
I have 8-7.
I'm open-ended and I have a queen.
Has to dodge an 8, a 3, or a queen. 181 million chips in the pot. Great call by Rockowitz. Will it pay off?
I don't know if should I just check the turn. No. 6.
River card. Oh, it's a queen! just might be Dunaway's day.
Incredible stuff. Braxton Dunaway from Texas ends up taking down the event. Over $1 million. A couple of rivers that just came from outer space. That's how you win big tournaments. It's not about playing well. Just get lucky,
Bro.
hit rivers.
Well, I mean, and of course, the guy who goes to his rail and immediately asks, like, should I have checked turn, loses to the guy who's just standing at the table, just rooting for the card. But no disrespect to him. I think he made a really good call. I believe it was him at the end of day 3 or 4, right before the final table. Joe Cata bluffed it off blind versus blind. And I say bluff it off. It was probably a very good bluff. But he found the call on a triple barrel from Cata, leaving Cata entering the final table with only 10 bigs. The guy played well. You know, Texas style is its own thing. Another winner is the winner of the $500 freeze out. I just met him and I forget his name. He stopped me in the hallway. What is it? Jay. Mr. J. And he was like, are you in a rush? I was like, sort of. I'm going to high noon. And he was like, well, listen to this story. I won my first bracelet last night, and my first thought was, oh my God, I'm diamond now. Because he saw me say that when I won my first bracelet. Like, I opened the bracelet, I'm like, oh, let's go auto diamond? Like, how sick are we that we think about the future gambling EV after winning a bracelet? It's funny. It's funny if you understand.
It's really funny, guys. You can laugh now in chat. Go ahead, take a second, laugh at that, because apparently it's really funny, according to Ryan DePaulo, who clearly knows a lot about humor. But we're here live showing you guys bracelet winners, cutting-edge interviews from the field, incredible jokes from DePaulo that we're not really sure are jokes or just kind of random gargling. But we are here. We are going to show you guys. We are going to keep with the intelligence and knowledge, keep the book club going. John, if you could run that clip, that beautiful sound, I want to hear that. Yeah, there you go. High Noon Book Club. You can.
Today, we're reviewing Play Poker, Quit Work, and Sleep Till Noon with an exclamation mark, written by John Fox. Now, this cutting-edge book I read over 7 pages of, and I'm ready for a thorough review. Last time we reviewed a poker full tilt strategy book, this is more about game selection, the mental game, opponent selection, right? It's written by a guy named John Fox in 1977. So some of these things may seem slightly outdated, but I think it really still holds true today. He talks about what players to play with and which to avoid. And, you know, one of my favorites, a couple of things stand out. Do not play against sandbaggers. This is a massive thing. A sandbagger is somebody who check raises basically is the turn. Another paragraph says, who else not to play against? Who to play against? Do play against ghetto residents. Again, these are John Fox's words.
Producer John, sorry, we're going to have to cut this segment short. Can you go out to the field, Producer John? We've got a great clip of Shannon Shore. Thank you, Ryan, for that beautiful excerpt. Let's just go out to Shannon Shore real quick before we get in trouble.
It's right here.
No. That was
a
Ryan.
General lack of educational opportunities and a milieu of ignorance and superstition give ghetto residents a handicap that extends even to the poker table. Word for word, John Fox.
John Fox.
Great stuff.
Apparently, anybody that check raised the turn is a sandbagger. Pretty rough for anybody going for that balanced check raising range. But we've got Shannon Shore in the wild.
Playing with drunks. Be glad to play with drinkers, but not with drunks.
Yeah. Not with drunks because they're over the line. Matt Waxman had a bad experience with a drunk the other night in some mixed games tournament. That's where you'll find them. If you want to play with drunks, play the mixed games events, play the Badoogies, play the Raz.
PLO 8.
Yeah, Badusi, Badinky.
You want to hear playing with women. Do play with women, particularly younger women. Discussion, subparagraph. Women are usually bad poker players.
This is a quote from the book, okay? This is not DePaulo going off script. We're going to have to end the book club now. The book club is officially over. John, can you pan out to the rail and show these people what's going on, like what we're dealing with? We've got a really intense rail here.
I mean, I feel like we need the stinger again to properly bookend this book segment, too. You know what I mean? Because I'll just keep going.
The book club may be out, guys. As great as reading is, as educational and informative and relaxing of an experience, DePaulo reading is not exactly the same as everybody else, so I think that might be the last book we have for you guys. But yeah, just incredible stuff. Just don't play against sandbaggers.
Don't call for a card that you can't use.
That sounds helpful too. Just really priceless information. I do want to reiterate this book was wrote in the 70s.
Clearly, you don't read much because I don't know if "wrote" is a word.
The book wasn't wrote? You're saying no one wrote it?
Actually, this is probably the more PC version because it was written in 1977. This is the 5th printing, January 1981, when things were a lot more progressive. When he could say, do play with ghetto residents. All right, that's it for the book review.
Congratulations for DePaulo has proved that he can read 7 pages of a book. Really impressive stuff.
Shout out to John Fox.
Yeah, we've got an interview with Lockett. I'm not sure who that is, but we're going to show it to you guys anyway. Thanks, producer John, for informing us of that.
No, the winner of the 500 free
Sorry, this is the guy, Jay Lockett, the guy who ran into DePaulo, tried to ask him for a diamond card. We'll get to his interview now.
Well, Jay, we just spoke, and you told me that this was your 2nd career tournament cash. Before, your best cash was about $1,900. How does over $250,000 in a World Series of Poker bracelet sound?
It sounds unbelievable. This wasn't supposed to happen. Somebody on the flight on the way asked out what I was going to do, and I said, I'm flying out to play in the World Series of Poker. And they said, are you any good? And I said, no, I'm dead money going in. And I mean, come on. I'm a poker nobody from Austin. We put up fences and decks, and we're awesome. And this is amazing, and we're just we're thrilled.
You went on the dream run. I mean, over 5,000 entrants, yes. And then there was one. Yes. You made it all the way through biggest career cash. We mentioned the bracelet. How would you describe what this means to someone out there who is inspired by what you just accomplished?
I mean, literally take it from me. You can do this. I mean, you have to run so incredibly hot. I had quads twice at the final table. I had ace-queen that ended up beating ace-king earlier today. There was a number of times I was all in on day one that I shouldn't have held. And I held, and it's stupid. It's awesome. It's so much fun, and I can't thank you guys enough. This is amazing.
Well, Jay Lockett, I want you to go ahead and pick up your World Series of Poker bracelet and hold it up to that camera right there. There he is, Jay Lockett, the winner of the $500 No Limit Hold'em Freeze Out.
That's so sick, dude. Congratulations, Tim. That's amazing. That's the dream. That is the dream that I got to live
every day.
$400 finishing third, him 500 second cash winning. Amazing. That's so sick. Good. Congratulations, Jay.
Congratulations, Jay. We're going to go out to Mintzy real quick. He's got some cutting-edge interviews for us out in the wild, in the field.
That is the...
All right, we're live. We're out on the rail, or we're actually at the registration line, and we've got a packed day here at the WSOP seniors event, tag team. I believe the floor just hit everyone with news. The 2:50 1 p.m. deep stack is going to start a little late, so a lot of people are kind of moving along on the rail here. We're going to kind of try to catch some people, see what they're getting into if we can. But man, it looks like we've had some changes. We got to find Clemson Tiger from South Carolina that's going to join us. What's up, man? What's your name?
Alan Trotter.
Alan, so you're out here for WSOP. What are you playing today?
I'll be playing the seniors today.
Okay, playing the seniors. Huge turnout today. Huge turnout in the seniors today. I'm not skipping you. Well, we're just rolling with the punches here. You out here playing for a while?
Just for a couple days this time.
Okay, cool. You play a lot of poker?
Yeah, mostly cash, but the senior event's just too good to play.
It is a juicy event. I mean, I'm kind of close to it. I'm 40, man. 10 years. Watch out. Y'all are all in big trouble. Well, you're big. Well, good luck today. Do you play up in Cherokee? I guess a little bit.
Yeah, I play up in Cherokee a little bit.
Hell yeah! One of the best stops, the World Series of Poker circuit. Check that out, Cherokee, North Carolina. I want to wish you good luck in the seniors event today.
Thank you very much.
All right. We still about. All right.
You see Mintzy pulling out all the stops to get you guys that cutting-edge interview. We don't hold anything back here. I do want to show you guys this really cool story from the 50K Poker Players Championship. No wonder than Ari Engel tweeted this out. Wow, Hal Roth was, or something, looking to pull the ultimate parlay, $525 Sati into the 5K Sati, into the 50K Poker Players Championship, and now 2 of 10. So this guy can have an amazing opportunity to take down over $1 million in the 50K just from a $525 parlay. It sounds like some type of Keno expedition you would get into.
Absolutely insane. Have you ever played a satellite that's not even direct into the event you're trying to satellite into?
No.
Do you play many satellites at all?
No.
Dude, that's insane. Me neither, because it's like the biggest parlay ever. That is super sick. I wonder if he's the one who made that fold that I think is wrong, but probably is fine and standard. Who the hell knows? You know, it's super sick. People are all in the chat like, what are these games? What are they doing? I don't understand. Is Donald Trump still in? Is Joe Rogan still in? Elon Musk is making great folds. The chat trolling out there hard, but watching the PPC with us. You know, Moneymaker, unfortunately, made his debut, right? But not knowing half of the games turns out to be bad for your expected value, so it didn't go his way.
Moneymaker got showered pretty quickly in this one, but just like I want to show you guys the field here. These fields are jam-packed every day. You got people like Jay Lockett winning hundreds of thousands of dollars in bracelets in tiny buy-ins. Meanwhile, you've got withered poker pros like Adam Hendricks complaining about every floor ruling or having to play 10-handed. And I just want to say to all of the withered, dusty regs out there who are tired of busting these tournaments, stop complaining about Twitter. This place is amazing. Every day you can buy in for 500 and win hundreds of thousands. Yeah, there's going to be some 10-handed play. Sorry, guys.
I know.
Not like you're working in a sweatshop or anything.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, my leg might graze the guy next to me.
Yeah, I to Adam Hendricks in specific, I don't know if you're trying to apply to be a tournament director or something, but you either need to shut up on Twitter or go back to coding or whatever it was you did before poker, because you're making this choice to come here to play at the Horseshoe. Enjoy it, man. And remember, while you're enjoying it, take your forehead, smash it into that like button like Rob Kuhn did. Try to hit all the buttons at the same time. Try to get your head oiled up and greased up like producer John did for Ryan and I right before the show so we could look nice and good for you guys on YouTube live stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. Pretty busy day out there. We've got Mintzy back in the field, and I believe that is potentially another vlogger.
Oh, Jamin.
Is that Jimin?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So
Jamin
let's go
Burton,
out to Mintzy. Let's see what he's got
Dead.
for us. Yeah.
Is he in the
Legendary
seniors?
vlogger. Is he in the seniors? Is he legal for that?
I don't know how he got.
All right, we're live out in the field here, World Series of Poker Seniors event, joined by YouTube blogger Jamin. I like the Do That shirt.
Thank you.
Yeah, how are you doing today?
I'm good. We're live. This is live. Yeah, I like it.
PokerGo YouTube channel, high noon. We're out here taking it to the people. You're firing the seniors event today?
I am firing the seniors event. You can call it that.
Well, yeah, I would say you don't look a day older than 35. I'm surprised they let you in here.
Yeah, black don't crack.
All right, so you're on YouTube. You're a vlogger. Tell us about what you're doing there.
I am. I just picked up the camera, started vlogging maybe 5 years ago or so. Enjoy it. Kept doing it.
Hell yeah. So you're out here playing a good bit of poker?
I am out here playing this event, and I might play another event. And other than that, it's just cash.
Okay, so you mainly play cash. Where are you from?
Originally from Cincinnati, Ohio, but I live right here in Vegas now.
Okay, Cincinnati, Ohio. So I figured you wear a Who Dey shirt then, not a Dat shirt.
This is a Hamilton shirt. It's from the musical. My daughter's a big Hamilton fan, so I like this song in the musical, so I bought the shirt.
All right, I'm a New Orleans guy, so I'm always saying the Who Dat, so you're going to beat them Saints. That's what makes me think of. Well, good luck to you. We're going to let you get back to
Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's nice meeting you.
Thank you, Jamin.
Yo, shout outs to Jamin Burton. Shout outs to the vloggers. Pokerface Ash making a deep run on the monster stack. Bumped into Andrew Nemi and Brad Owen. But Jamin Burton, the Drawing Dead, has a really good high-effort vlog. He mostly plays cash games. As he said, he moved here a year and a half ago.
Yeah, you could say the summer of vloggers is underway. Pokerface Ash with a really deep run in the monster stack. DePaulo has cash for a few $1,000s. Jamon Burton entering the seniors event. Daniel Negreanu busting the $250K, the $100K, the $25K, the $50K, but going deep in the $300 Gladiator. So it's a huge summer so far for the vloggers out there.
Rampage ready to jump off a bridge.
Rampage. Shout outs to Rampage. If we can find Rampage or Adam Hendricks, if we could find them someone, a spiritual guru, to consult them.
Charlie Carroll, perhaps.
Perhaps we need to connect these guys with Charlie Carroll, help them ascend to a different spiritual plane.
Make strong eye contact while a baby is being breastfed.
Whether it's poker variants or floor rulings or 10-handed play, these guys are just not handling life very well. But speaking of not handling life very well, we've got Men the Master, a legend of the game. The one and only in the seniors. I mean, is this like seniors event like a 6-day starting event? What is going on? Like, is this the beginning of the tournament or the end?
I don't know. Are there multiple day ones? Some of these guys are just registering. I don't look at the structure sheet, obviously, but like Men with the Master with a giant saucer on his head, it looks like. Men known for famously having his horses chip dumped to him, allegedly. Famously doing swaps when he's not in the event, allegedly, right? Allegedly.
Jay Cheng in chat says, I want to see DePaulo and Rampage in a cage match.
Yo, we are friendly, but I feel like, and I've said this to him, like, do we have some tension, bro? Like a little bit that I don't know about and you don't know about? And he's like, yo, let's just fuck right now and get it over with.
All right, well, that's not what we wanted to hear.
No,
but
he didn't say that, and we don't have tension, but I would fight him.
Yeah, so apparently a cage match, if things keep going poorly enough for Rampage, a cage match will be set up for him and DePaulo to raise money for charity or just for themselves. But I don't know, the line is starting at Rampage minus 600. Take your bets now. DePaulo does have some fight in him, does have a little dog in him, as they say. Joey DeMush apparently is in Vegas. We're going to see if we can get him a special guest spot this week.
Bro, he just naps all day. The dude is awake for like 4 hours from noon to 4. Then he takes a nap from about 4 to 8. And then he's up again for a couple hours. He was with Rob Kuhn last night at the high limit slot when he won the 25K. I think Rob, and I was texting for verification, went on a big gambling binge after that. And when Boski in our group chat said, Rob, how much did you end up losing? He said plus 110K. So Rob on a gambling heater. And that's the type of person, if you're John Party, who's partners with Rob Kuhn, you do not want to pass the ball to. Hopefully they can get some coverage of the 3K back in here maybe if they want to come back. But
yeah, incredible run. Rob Kuhn last night gambling on slots and craps and different games wins more than the entire punter pad will probably win together combined in tournaments for the rest of the year. But we've got Ellie Alezra live in the seniors event, stacked up, making a run, has to have at least a plus 600 ROI in this thing. I mean, look at that stack.
Can you imagine the seniors event in like 15 years when everybody who's like our age, like this whole generation of poker players are good?
I really can't wait to play the seniors event with you, Adam Hendricks, and like Sean Deeb. And hear Adam Hendricks complaining about the poor treatment of elderly in the seniors event and how it's unfair at this age with our hips. We have to play 10-handed poker.
Or do the walk of shame from Horseshoe back to Paris. Remember when that was a big issue before last year? All these like suburban people were worried about having to walk from one room to the other in order to...
So what was the last World Series actually in this property?
Oh, you weren't here for it?
No, I missed it.
It was the same. Like the day twos were here at Bally's, it was last year, and the day ones mostly were in Paris. And you do the walk of shame, as you call it, where you pick your physical chips up in a bag and walk over. But people were like, oh my God, we got to walk from one casino to the other, not realizing that there's really not that far and you really could use the steps. It's the same setup, basically.
Poker players will really find a reason to complain about anything.
I do miss the Rio.
You missed the Rio?
I mean, I only got to play there like for 1 week and then one full series. And it's where I grew up watching, so maybe I have extra misplaced nostalgia for it. If I had been grinding out there for years, I may be Hendrick's level of misregery. However, being off the strip, just being the Rio, those chips, the OG chip set, things like this. It sounds like nostalgia. It sounds like I'm just being silly.
Yeah, Adam Hendricks, like a 2018 Matt Waxman who ran out of weed, just bringing new levels of misregery to the poker world.
Matt's not well, he can be, but Matt.
But yeah, just complaining about 10-handed poker. We're not going to get into that. I had a pretty painful experience playing the $10,000 PLO event last night. My main event as a full-time PLO player. Just busted in a standard hand, but I just do not understand how people play these things full time. It just feels like it's going to be pain and misery 99% of the time, and then the 1% you do hit, it's basically just to get all of the things you've lost back.
That's pretty much how it goes from any backing deal. You're just in makeup until you're not. What did you feel after you busted? Were you like, I'm never playing again? Were you really actually depressed, or you were just like, damn it, I've been looking forward to this one event and it's all over?
Yeah, it was just a mix of everything, just like a deflate. You feel like a balloon, you feel like a kind of shitty balloon that didn't have that much air, but that was just kind of blooping around and then just got popped,
Imagine not knowing if it was a standard spot. If you were somebody like me who's understudied, gets it in, has to wait an hour to find out if they punted or not, the pain every day of it. Tournament players, it's crazy. Like if I wasn't doing content, I'd blow my brains out. No wonder they're misregs, because I would be suicidal too if this was my only way of making money was just playing poker tournaments. Every day is brutal, and every day kind of feels like I'm quitting poker forever until tomorrow, and then you get a little bit of hope back. It's like addiction, basically.
Yeah, I think we've just gotten to the. We've gotten to the bottom of why Adam Hendricks is so miserable. But we are going to show you guys some coverage.
He's addicted to poker.
It's an addictive game, but there's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't mean you guys shouldn't come down and play. It doesn't mean you shouldn't smash the like button with your forehead or your pinky. We're going to show you guys the final two tables of this 3K event. Going
yeah, I want
on.
to know my man's ape. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I interrupted you. I'm having a rough show today. My
It's all
jokes
right.
are falling flat. I've interrupted you twice. I've gone aggro once. I'm really sorry, okay? I'm really fucking sorry.
Don't worry. Security has been increased. We've now got Mintzy standing behind us to protect that side in case we have too many railbirds coming towards us. But if we could get out towards the 3K, show you guys the final two tables here. Shannon Shore and John Van Fleet, no relation to Greta Van Fleet, playing for $700,000. Maybe a relation to Greta Van Fleet.
Speaking of Greta, you're at war with the CEO of like one of the tech giants or something. I saw something about something on Twitter with 1 million impressions or whatever, and you're battling with the Google CEO or some shit.
I've gotten into it this morning. Twitter got a little bit hot. I got into it with Chamath, good friend of Phil Hellmuth, the one and only. Just climate change, your average kind of everyday Twitter argument. I like to get back in the streets sometimes, and So
walk us through this. What was just TLDR for those of us who don't read? Maybe summarize what you were tweeting.
So basically, Greta Thunberg, the kind of poster child for strong climate activism, tweeted something 5 years ago saying that if a top climate scientist is warning that climate change will wipe all of us out unless we stop using fossil fuels over the next 5 years. Chamath then waited 5 years exactly to quote tweet that with a red circle saying, you're a clown, we're still here, and that we're fine, like we're going to figure out how to solve nuclear energy. So then I quote tweeted his quote tweet, kind of just saying, like, dude, like she was like 12 when she tweeted this, and you're like misrepresenting it. He then, John, you can show, clap back at me with this sort of response, calling me a virtue signaling nitwit and needs to read his post more carefully, which is kind of ironic because I felt like he was virtue signaling and also incorrectly read her post, to which I clapped back this morning with a long thought out. This is actually the first time I've really used Twitter Blue, and it felt great to be able to write 3 strong paragraphs.
Wait, if you're not Twitter Blue, you can't write that long?
No, I don't believe you can write this long.
And so TLDR that for us, the
TLDR that was just me trying to take a big dump on Chamath, and hopefully succeeding. But yeah, we've got more important news than that. You guys aren't here for the politics. You aren't here for the global warming. But we're going to show you guys Ape Styles on the rail. I think we've got Mintzy's going to go live with him if we can, just to grab him for a second. Deep in this 3K, the best ACR.
Down to the final, unofficial final table, 10 left in the World Series of Poker $3,000 event. We're catching up with our friend Ape Styles. And look, we called up with him last week. He said the man's dominated the online streets for 15 years. He said he was on a mission to get a bracelet this summer, and now you're down to 10 in the 3K. How we doing?
I'm feeling on top of the world right now, kind of floating along, actually. It's just cool having all these chips, man. I was just, every time a new big chip comes out, I just picture myself having a big stack of them, and then that comes true. So it's been pretty fucking sweet.
Hell yeah. Sounds like the American dream. So how you feeling? You got some chips going to this final table?
Yeah, I think I got like almost 9 milli. So I started the day with 3.8 milli. It's been the come up. I just won every pot I played.
Hell yeah, that's a great strategy. Win every pot you played. How are you feeling about this final? Anybody? Okay, he's got to go. Back to Will and Ryan. Good luck to Ape Styles at the final table.
I mean, great strategy there. Says he just pictures the next big chip and having a stack of it, and does. So he's in the 3K with just 10 players left. Has a chance to basically double DePaulo's career winnings if he just wins this one tournament.
Dude, his first bracelet. Shannon Shore at the final table. I wonder if they may pause when they get down to fewer, if both of those guys are still in, and then go to coverage of it perhaps. PokerGo sees what's going down and adjusts. Like, they're versatile like us. But yeah, Ape Styles trying for his first bracelet. Shannon Shore trying for his first bracelet. Ape Styles may be the best ACR Team Pro. I don't know. I don't know whose current game is the best. Mormon, Nacho, John Party. All of us are legends. Shout out to John Party. He's was shivering in bed as I was leaving to record today from doing a cold plunge, and he said, please mention me shivering. So here's his valueless contribution to the show yet again.
Another rough series for John Party. Has not won any money, but he is shivering in bed.
Every day we're home by 3 fucking o'clock. Every single day, he and I are home by 3
Great news for
p.m.
the Punter's Pad. Tons of footage, tons of darts, tons of mini golf. Maybe they can jump in a pool backwards next.
We went to Walmart to buy a skateboard for me to skateboard down the slide into the pool yesterday. Like when we were just both home, we bought new pool balls for the table. This is what we have
the best.
to do.
I didn't even know you could buy skateboards from Walmart. Really,
17.
Not going to Alien Workshop or Vans.
Well, I have a real one. I don't want to dunk it, like ruin it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to dunk the real one. It's worth hundreds of dollars. DePaulo, according to my sources, can kickflip though.
Yeah, I can kickflip. Although, my foot is injured right now, so don't ask me. A lot of you come up to me in the hallway here, and you're like, do a kickflip, bro.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we've got Shannon Shore, the Alabama legend, just a legend of the game. Great guy, father like myself. But yeah, John Party shivering right now in the punter's pad. Hopefully Rob Kuhn can warm him up with some of that, body warmth.
Was that father thing some kind of shot at my sperm count?
Yeah, DePaulo has not been able to create a child yet. Apparently, his sperm is still effective. We're going to have to check with our quants on that one, but...
It's funny because it's true.
DePaulo has been trying. He does have receipts for the sex, but has not been able to procreate to this point in time. Maybe he can read a book on that next time instead of, reading about what happened in the 70s.
She'll be out here Sunday, and I'm going to keep re-entering.
Keep re-entering. It's an unlimited re-entry for DePaulo until he runs out of sperm, which is not working apparently. But speaking of unlimited re-entry, Shannon Shore with the potential Euro here in a big spot. Producer John, please full screen that. I don't believe there's final table coverage of this. I will potentially go on the PokerGO account and do a Twitter space to give you guys non-visual, no-hole card coverage of this.
Thrilling.
Just incredibly edge-of-your-seat
It'd be
stuff.
better than any other poker Twitter space going on right now by a mile.
Yeah, a lot of poker Twitter spaces out there. Shout out to Coco, the co-host. But yeah, we've got a new book coming next week for you guys. It will be from the 80s. We're going decade by decade. Maybe DePaulo can get some sex tips from it. But look at this Euro. I think this is a Euro. Dropping a big bet on Shannon Shore. You see those beautiful chips?
I don't know what any of those denominations are. Maybe I've held one blue this year. This is the $3,000 final table. They're playing for $717,000. The final 10 players. We're covering the final 5 of the Poker Players Championship, $50K later. The tag team event starts today. If you're watching this later, I'm recapping all this stuff. I know we said this, tough guy. I'm recounting this for the live viewers. So why don't you join us live, and then it won't be so redundant. Anyway, we're playing, I don't know why I'm so aggressive at everybody today, dude.
DePaulo's really aggressive, really fired up.
I'm sorry, man.
Shout out to Omar from The Wire. I don't know if that's the actual Omar, but it says they're recording this from somebody's flip phone. I can't confirm or deny, but we've got a river here. Ace on the river, Barry Greenstein between Shannon Shore and a potential Euro. And the Euro checks,
nice.
and Shannon with a quick
wins.
showdown. Yes, Shannon Shore, one for the good guys. A big pot for America, although this guy may very well be American too. But Shannon Shore scooping those blues up like DePaulo with a new bottle of Adderall. We've got incredible coverage here from the World Series. Cutting-edge stuff. 50K Poker Players Championship going on today. Day 2 of the 10K PLO. The summer is kicking up. Thank you guys so much for being with us here on High Noon. We've got pretty much everything you could hope for. Climate change arguments, book reviews, seniors events, Skullman, producer John keeping our technical difficulties down below 10. I mean, we're really getting it together here, guys. We're on a roll, and we're just going to keep rolling until this thing, is over.
Yeah, we're going to play it till it's dead, you know what I mean? Like most TV series do. YouTube is no different, so why us? But we're still on the incline, while my vlogs may be on the decline, a little rebound lately. Check them out. But I want to ask you, what other events, as we look here at Ape Styles in the box by box, what other events are you going to play while you're here?
I mean, I may have to play the tag team as a PokerGO obligation today. I'm going to try to see if T-Benz will put me in the main event. Maybe I can just run a mile in dead heat or something, to get a main event seat because he's handing them out like candy.
Well, you could sell. I mean, you're not being fully serious here. You're being a little disingenuous with the viewers.
A little facetious. But yeah, I may try to play I don't even know how it would be possible with the 25K PLO. There are some smaller PLO events I'd like to play. Maybe something like the Millionaire Maker,
Are you going to play the online bracelet tonight? There's a 1K PLO.
Yeah, if I can, I haven't figured out how to get my WSOP account working. I'm not the most technologically able, but if I can figure out how to get my WSOP account working, I will hop in the 1K PLO bracelet event, try to win it in a van at Whole Foods, if possible.
You need a computer for the PLOs. The mobile app doesn't have the ability to show you 4 cards at once for some reason.
Is that actually true?
Yeah, you can't play PLO bracelet event or any events on the WSOP.com app. You have to have a computer. It's really, really dumb. And twice to me, the first hand in a tournament I registered on the phone, I just can't see my own hole cards. So the app has glitches, but, it's like the bracelet, Then again,
Yeah, I can either confirm or deny if that's true. But man, if I have to play this on my laptop,
You
that's
have
not
to.
gonna be good.
That's full 100% true. I'm not making that up.
I do want to show you guys some shots. Incredible goatee there. A lot of work, a lot of trimming, a lot of stroking. In the $1,500 horse, I believe, deep in this tournament, mixed games. Probably some drunks out there still in the tournament. That's going to start up soon. A lot of stuff happening here at the Horseshoe.
You don't want to play with drunks. You want to play with drinking players.
Yeah, you want to play with drinking players from the book. Please do not read the other excerpts again, DePaulo.
No, I was going to give you a new thing. Try not to play against grim or frowning players. Nail biters. Do play with nail biters. Beautiful women. Do try to play in the same game with beautiful women.
We've got not a Euro, a Brazilian master, jiu-jitsu specialist, Yuri Disilevsky. I believe that's how you pronounce his name.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful mustache, beautiful little beanie there. Deep in the horse event with a lot of chips. Yeah, looks like a paper boy that'll throw a paper through your neck.
That could be Freddie Deeb. That could be anyone.
That's not Freddie Deeb, I'm pretty sure.
I didn't even know they made hats like that in Brazil. Somebody must have gave him it from New York just as a bit, and he's just going with it. He looks like the guy from earlier, from Poker Pizza Poker.
Yeah, shout out to the guys from Pizza Poker.
No disrespect to Yuri. He's like one of the greats of the game right now, right?
Yeah, one of the up-and-coming Brazil legends, like Felipe Ramos, like Andre Akari.
They've come. They've already came. All over everyone.
Yeah, like DePaulo, they've came. No children have been created, but they have came. I believe DePaulo is capable of that. Roldello Emmett says he's from Peaky Blinders.
Yo, he looks like it. Yeah, for real. Shout out to Peaky Blinders.
Great show. What's the Thomas Shelby? You don't watch the show, do you?
No, but shout-outs to it. Still can stand, so don't undercut my shout-outs. Shout-outs to Boardwalk Empire in Atlantic City.
Nucky Thompson, legend of the game.
Legend.
Complete legend of the game. Great deuce to 7 player. More of a high-low guy. But, yeah, Yuri just looking strong. You see that posture. DePaulo and I are already having bad backs from having to lean over into these mics. But luckily we get greased up by producer John. Our foreheads are covered in hot oil. And, yeah, we're just kind of getting started here. The day is just beginning. Going to be racing Ferraris in the desert later, potentially playing the tag team. A lot of stuff going on here at the Horseshoe. We still got, like, almost a full month here somehow. I mean,
it's crazy. I keep being like I've been here for so long, and then we still...
Big hand in the 3K. I am going to try to start an emergency Twitter space. DePaulo trying to get to the bottom of it.
I see Ape Styles standing up, which is why I'm concerned.
Oh, hopefully Ape Styles didn't get showered. That would be a pretty bad turn of events. But thankfully, our cameraman's not over there. He's not doing the 3K final table. He's literally getting us shots of nobodies in the 3K and the 1,500 horse. Really great work from Brent Hanks out there in the field.
I can't tell what's going on. We can't tell what's going on. I was just sweating my boy, my teammate. I don't want to yell after he just FT bubbles, basically. Like,
DePaulo,
yo, you busted?
DePaulo celebrating Ape Styles bust out. If we could get our cameraman over there to just show you guys what's going on. Cutting edge stuff here. When is the WSOP going to finally end? Poker Pro Eric asks in chat. August. No, the WSOP is over in late July, but we have still about a month of cutting edge coverage for you. DePaulo's going to go into the field, see if he can get an update. I'm going to be solo for a sec. You see the rail forming. You see our tight security. We're not messing around here. Do not come on set like Poker Pro Eric did, or we will get security to spear you or clothesline you. DePaulo coming back with an update. What do you got?
Good news. Somebody else's hopes and dreams were brutally crushed. Not Ape Styles. Somebody who probably needs the money way more. Someone who's not lived this charmed to poker life. Thank God the rich get richer. Ape Styles is still alive with $7.5 million. Sorry for the scare, Team ACR.
Yeah. A reverse slow roll by DePaulo. A fake out. Ape Styles still in this 3K with a good amount of chips. You see the chips going in. Those turquoise, green, beautiful colored chips worth a lot of real money actually at this point. Everybody at this final table playing for high 6 figures, almost $700,000 up top. I mean, every
over
day.
$7, bruh.
Over $700,000. I don't know if that's the magician, Antonio Esfandiari, in the 1 seat. Looks a little familiar.
Yeah, no, good for Antonio Esfandiari. We haven't covered because he hasn't been around in a while. I don't know if as many people know his name. He's at the final table. We see Ape Styles. We see Shannon Shore. We see Shannon Elizabeth. It's just a packed final table. What the hell was I going to say? They were trying to think of nicknames for these colored chips. Do you have any suggestions? The greens, the blues? I mean, that's really more a broadcast type of decision.
Yeah.
Fuck them. But you know what? Fuck them.
Screw them. Screw them. F them, as DePaulo says. The greens, the blues. Big final table here at the World Series. We're going to wind down our coverage here in a sec, guys. Only a few more minutes of this incredibly enticing, politically enlightening World Series coverage for you guys. Nothing else like this, I want to reiterate. There is no other coverage that gets you on the floor. There's no other show doing book reviews also. I want to point that out. 0 shows are doing book reviews. They actually can't read. Most people are unable to read thanks to Twitter and Instagram. But we are here. Busy day at the Horseshoe. Come on by. While you're here, hop over to the Flamingo across the street. There is a DMV there. If you're like, you may run into Landon Tice trying to get his license. Shout out to the Only Friends podcast. We didn't take their time today. They were smart enough to go at a different time.
They stepped back down.
Yeah, they knew their place. They dropped down at 10:30 to keep their viewer count intact. Let's give you guys some parting shots from this 3K final table. Show you guys the intensity. I don't know what our cameraman's looking at there, but this is what happens every day at the World Series. People play for 6 figures. Adam Hendricks tweets about how he has to play 10-handed. Rampage has to cancel his buy-ins because he's too tilted. There's a railbird. I don't know if that's Joe Cata or what, but packed house here at the Horseshoe. Beautiful day here. Shannon Shore playing for a bracelet, playing for Alabama, playing for all the good grinders, the solid people who don't complain relentlessly on Twitter out there, or, you know, that's all I got.
Yeah, no, you can stop at any time because usually I have something to say. Whether it will be funny or of value or entertaining remains to be seen.
Yeah.
I'm batting about 500 so far today.
Believe it or not, DePaulo has ran out of jokes. He's ran out of funny things to say. I didn't know that was possible, but we are going to cut out here, guys.
This isn't true. No, we're not going to cut out. If you want to play, since they're not paying me, let me just shoehorn this thing in. America's Card Room, use sign-up code GAMBLER. And you'll get the same deposit match bonus, right? You get me 1/20th of the way to a Venom ticket as bonus pay if you use my sign-up code. So if you have FOMO of all these giant tournaments, just sign up on America's Card Room, you dingus.
Yep, completely the same experience playing at home as America's Card Room, playing here at the World Series, live at the Horseshoe. From the dealers, the floor people, the potential floor people like Adam Hendricks, Ape Styles, the valets outside, the people serving coffee. I got a decent coffee today. Thank you guys so much for being here. That's our show. That's High Noon. Shout out to all the great hedge fund billionaires out there making the world a better place, fighting for climate change. Thank you, guys.
We're in the hallway at Paris at the World Series of Poker, and we have got some serious merchandise for you to check out. Let's take a look around and see what we can find, because I know there's a lot of items I'm looking forward to wearing this summer. It's always cold in these rooms. Look, it may be hot outside in the desert in the summertime, but you're still going to need a hoodie when you're at the World Series of Poker. And we've got a bunch of good ones for you to check out. We got PokerGO Tour, pull over. We're joined by Brian.
Hello.
Well, I'm about to go pick out some merch because luckily for me, I think PokerGO felt sorry for me and hired me this summer. So I need to get some PokerGO swag to rep out here at the World Series. Brian, what should I get?
I would say first I would spin a wheel because then you can get a 10% discount.
10% discount? You're telling me I don't get free merch? Look, I thought it was assumed I got free merch coming out here. I'm really kind of going through a tough stretch here. You sure you don't have anything free for me?
100% do not have anything. I have sticker. Want a sticker? Let's go to the wheel.
Okay, let's go to the wheel. It seems like PokerGo's doing pretty well. I didn't know times were that tight.
Yeah, no, times are definitely tight. Definitely tight.
Well, maybe let's spin the wheel. The wheel, I've been told the wheel is just. So let's see what we get. Let's see if I can run a little better with this wheel that I've been running out here so far.
Look at this. An annual PokerGo subscription. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so honored. And while you're at it on the annual PokerGo subscription, if you want one of those, sign up with code Mintzy, $20 off. I mean, you have to get PokerGo. We're the best World Series of Poker content all summer long. Check us out. Live streams of featured tables, and we've got a High Noon show, the only daily show from the World Series of Poker.